Alright, Tier 4. This is where we're gonna have to upgrade to get past that last cup race. Have to put some gold in here. But before we do that, let's keep on going with what we've got, starting with head-to-head and followed by endurance, since those two don't require any PR. So here we go, starting out with the National Circuit, a single lapper here at the Red Bull Ring. And we're up against an Italian opponent, so what do we got? Ferrari? Yeah. Alright, so 488 GT3, the Acura NSX GT3. Alright, here we go. Pretty easy overtake. Whoops. Gotta pay attention to where I'm going here. And between these two cars, out of the four new cars, these two are the more balanced pair, with the NSX getting, of course, a little bit more edge on the grip side of things, and the Ferrari getting edge on the speed side of things. But both should be fairly comparable. Alright, so still keeping that margin of victory to relative minimum here. And let's find out if it actually affects these bot performances. Because I have a feeling that they're not adjusting, at least certainly not to the degree that we're used to. So next up, endurance race at Circuit of the Americas. We'll find out what kind of distance we have to cover here at the National Circuit. 6.3 kilometers. That's definitely not adjusting to how I'm playing here. So perhaps they've taken out the bots adjusting to the margin of victory in this event. That's alright by me. Might just require me to service the car more frequently though. As we've already noticed in that last tier, I just could not, I could have obviously gone through the rest of the series without necessarily revisiting it right away by servicing the car, because I did manage to squeeze out a second place silver trophy, if you will. Which means I am able to unlock, I was able to unlock this tier 4 without, of course you don't need gold trophy necessarily just to unlock the next tier, but you do need gold trophy to win the car eventually. The point being, you can always come back and revisit if that's some odd race that you didn't quite get the gold the first time. But the way things are looking, it's looking like this series, the bots are going to be a bit more competitive. As I said, that's fine by me. The traffic here. Alright. And the first lap, 3.5 kilometers or so, should be hitting the target mark before the end of this lap 2, assuming that I stay on track. on the outside. Right. I don't think I need to overtake any more cars before I need to reach the target distance. So let's kind of hang back here. There we go. And with some 40 seconds to kill. There we go. So of course with these endurance races, my bigger concern isn't so much that it's, you know, as the distance increases, it becomes a little bit trickier to get through. Certainly once the car is in critical condition, that would be the case. But as I was trying to say, the bigger concern is the amount of service bars this longer races take out. So, which of course means I'll have to service the car more frequently. So this is gonna take out another 6 bars, plus possibly make that 7th green bar just a little bit dimmer. All right, so there's that. Let's put the car slightly in red. So let's see. I mean, it's not completely in red, so, and of course it's the moment that we need to get those extra upgrades as well, because PR requirement here 70.2. Of course we get 10 gold back for completing this tier 4 cup race, but there's no upgraded that is less than 10 gold, so you know the drill. If you want to get past, you gotta spend more, and we already know how much, right? So we gotta get the gold upgrade here, and then we also have to get the following cash upgrade. Since it's gonna take a full day, might as well get them now, and then we'll just kind of press on. So there's another 70 gold for drivetrain, followed by the cash upgrade. So same scenario, we'll just quickly run through and get all these upgrades here. Body for 55, and of course we gotta get that racing dollar upgrade that this gold upgrade unlocks. Suspension, there we go, and then got 3 more categories to cover here. Exhaust, brakes, and finally tires and wheels. Alright, so now we are ready to hit the track and complete this event, well, in a day's time or so. Let's see. Oh, rolling start, look at that. Alright, with some of those extra upgrades on board, let's check out how much more nimble this NSX GT3 is. This is a 2-lapper. I was expecting the car to slip a little bit on that corner, but it didn't, so I ended up oversteering a little bit. So there we go. Yeah, some colorful official liveries. Of course, none of these cars you can customize yourself, but they feel like they come with enough variety, which is kind of nice. And once again, taking over the lead without too much complication. First lap, minute 21 and change. And of course, this two-lapper cup race will put the car solidly in critical condition. So we'll see how the next tier turns out after this one. And which begs the question, is there any point in winning by smaller margin then? Maybe it'll affect the other type of events. So you know what? I'll try to still keep the margin of victory relatively close. I may not put as much effort in, but try not to do a full overkill. So some 30 meters ahead is close enough, right? All right, 1700 fame points. There we go. As I was saying, solidly in red with 1 day of wait on those tier 3 upgrades. But for now, we're done with tier 4. And get that precious 10 gold for 25% completion. All right. Now we're committed, right? So we'll get going. So, all right. See you in tier 5.